Go ahead and get started. Roy, would you like to lead us in the
Okay.
pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all for coming. We'll do roll call. Jerry Anderson is excused. Carol Hunt. Here. Larry Hill. Jim Little is excused. Rick Speedy.
Here.
Bill Duncan.
Yes.
Donetta Loomis.
Here.
Roy Brockton.
Here.
We have a commissioner today. We have Mary. Did everybody get a chance to look at the minutes?
Yes.
Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. So you were just talking about the VA update, so you wanna give us an update on that? Saber Roseburg VA?
Well, we had a meeting earlier this morning, Rick and Carol are members on that committee, and it's a work in progress, you wanna say. We also had a meeting with the director last week. There's always things that we would like better answers to, that we get more negative answers to than anything. So it's a battle that has to continue on. We are gonna make it work through. And as far as restoring the benefits or the medical benefits that we need, it's a work in progress, has been for several years. But without this committee, these people that meet with the director, we wouldn't get through the front door. So I appreciate the people like Rick and Carol down there that come to these meetings. We keep putting the director on the cutting table, you might say, trying to say, what do you believe, what is coming out of Vision 20? So we're working on that project. I think we get more progress working on the VA Vets Home in conjunction with the VA medical benefits in the hospital together as a unit than we do anything else. So we go there every month, we keep fighting the battle. And it's good to know that Jim Little is up there right now in Salem and out in Lebanon working on this project.
He is, it's nice to have him on the VA.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Anybody else on the Roseburg VA updates?
I just wanted to say there were a couple of things that we took from the meeting with the director. There's been a high incidence of no-shows in the dental clinic. And I mean, a lot of numbers. And, you know, that's a really good benefit to have dental care at the VA. And they do a lot of notification for appointments.
What's it, 8 out of 10, Rick?
Yeah,
8 out of 10.
it's huge. So for those of you involved in veteran organizations, you might wanna get that message out. And then the other thing is, they have enough, providers now in the Roseburg system. And that's the other thing, when the director says Roseburg, a lot of times he means Eugene and not Roseburg proper. He's talking about the Roseburg system, but a lot of it is in Eugene. But they have enough providers now that they've stopped the telehealth with the Boise,
Boise outfit, you can continue, but
yes,
if you want it, but it's been closed down because they got the stuff here.
For the dental appointments, if they don't get people coming, are they gonna discontinue? Is that what?
there was a little bit of talk about how to facilitate that, but boy, that would take a huge,
It'd be a huge.
some
comeback.
direction that probably the director couldn't make, you know.
I
think that's up to us of veteran organizations to lay into our people and
Make sure they make it.
locally
Yeah.
here, that's, we gotta reach out to the people that are using that system here, because that's crucial.
yes.
That we stop that from happening, or they're gonna start sending them out to the public. And it's,
One other important thing that has changed with the VA law is that when a provider gives a referral to outside provider, a specialty, it used to require a second physician to sign off on it, to review it. That is no longer the case. It only takes one referral. So that'll speed up veterans getting their health care and eliminate a lot of paperwork, I would imagine.
and the vets home inside of that, I was up there when Senator Smith was there. And he's working real hard to secure our funding after this, what is it, June or July? This month. That we get that rolled over, because the thing that would happen if they said it's not there anymore, what is it gonna do to us? It's gonna take it out of position number one and put us in position number two. So, and I will give David Brock Smith the credit for fighting for that. And when Jim and I was up there, I mentioned that in a meeting earlier today, there's a lot of politicians there, but you've gotta take a grain of salt with what you're getting from what actually happens. So we gotta fight for it.
Well, thank you for your work. Make sure you get your information out to your veteran organizations about the dental program. That would be horrible if that would go to waste, so. Commissioner Freeman, did you have anything?
No, sorry, I was a little late.
Excellent. Alright, we're on the forum, veteran forum. Carol, did you have anything?
I have lots for what now?
Veteran forum?
It's just been going on like normal. Can't really remember anything specific from the last meeting. However, personally, I have things. The VA dropped a stand down this year. They had it last year, and Chad Alcock and I are friends. And we just looked at each other and thought, it'll be back. And it's back. So we have September 24th, and I have the whole armory inside and out. And VFW will do a barbecue, and then us gals will do the rest, and then have the VA vendors and different people come in. And it's gonna be 9 to 3 that day. And then Charlie Company will be home for Christmas this year. And on the 7th of December, we're gonna have a big get together, hopefully to pass out medallions for the Afghanistan, Iraq, and different things that they're involved in. And we're having a barbecue again, and I'm asking and will ask different organizations for kids' toys, because I don't think Operation Homefront is going to participate. The Dollar Tree sold, and I don't know if it broke that connection. So we were just gonna have an early Christmas, and Dad is home, and just have a fun time.
Thanks. Anything else? I don't have anything from VetNet updates. There are a lot of women veteran events, and Donna might talk about it. Source One Serenity has a lot of free things for veterans, men and women, so maybe we should go to Donetta. Did you have anything?
Well, on the 28th of June, we're gonna have with Source One Serenity, a women's brunch, which will be in the library, in the Ford Room at 10 a.m.
At the VA?
No, at the library,
Oh, library, thank you.
in the Ford Room. So that's the brunch they're doing. They just did a hike on the 7th. So that one just ended. They did have a few women veterans that did show up. I've been trying to but inform people about the proclamation tomorrow and asking them to show up for that. So we're trying to build a community for the women. But also, since I have the floor, I will mention 2 other things. I've mentioned before about 2 other programs I was working on, and they are a go. And that would be the Bee Basic, which is beekeeping for veterans. So it's not just women, it's men, any veteran. There will be a 3 sessions that will happen. They'll have a class, and I actually, with the help of Daniel Loomis, put together an apiary, a teaching apiary that's all paid, fireproof, that kind of things.
Nice.
So that veterans can actually go out and work with bees.
When does that?
And the first class is actually 21st of June from 11 to 1. And the second class is the 26th of July, and then the third class is the 2nd of August. So I have instructors coming from Joreen Lake, from Elkton, to teach them different aspects of beekeeping, basic beekeeping. And then there's another program that I've been working on with OSU. It's called Boots on the Ground. But also the beekeeping can be accessed through OSU and both Source One Serenity. Boots on the Ground is actually accessed through OSU, and we actually this year we're sharing a plot of land with the tribe over at River Forks Park, where the Discovery Garden, Victory Garden, and the greenhouses, there's actually a plot of land that we're sharing with 4-H and the tribe, but it's the tribal's land. But I'm working on getting fencing so that they've giving another part of land that they have, that they've allowed the veterans to actually occupy and have a community veterans garden over there.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you.
Can I ask you, especially things like the veterans, they're associated with women veterans, the flyers, I could put them in our office, and we have a huge traffic volume through there at times.
Oh, yes.
So we'd be more than willing to have extra flyers for whatever you're doing.
Okay. I have this one, the Boots on the Ground right now I have here in color, but I'll send you this one. It looks better in color than it does black and
I'm
white.
gonna give you my card so you know how to send it to me if you need to.
Okay. I appreciate that.
We can help promote it, that's for sure.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you. Carol, do you have an update on the parade?
We did just have a meeting last Wednesday, and we ordered 4 more signs for hoping that the lineup will go better this year. And next month we'll be working over the applications and updating them and getting them printed and ready to go out, but way far ahead of ourselves.
How did Memorial Day go?
I think it went fairly well, considering there's always gonna be a problem. I've made up my mind to that. I'm gonna say we had like 425 people. Got sunburned, and we had some great speakers. We even ended up by mistake with a colonel from Charlie Company. He had come from Memorial Gardens, and I guess he had a little run-in with a person there, or she had one with him. So he came to see how we were doing, so we said, hey, give us a speech.
Oh.
So it worked out well. And the POWMIA, they went to lunch with Mary, and Donetta was there, and Gwen, and she was very interesting. That is, it just takes a special person to do that, to retrieve. And she told us about a couple of vets that took like 18 years to get them back, but they did retrieve them finally, so it's gotta be difficult.
Carol, the newspaper article said there was a problem with the microphones. I thought the microphones worked good. Was there a problem in the audience not able to hear?
With what?
There was a newspaper article about the event on Memorial Day.
Ours?
Ours, yours.
No, ours was fine. The issue was at Memorial Gardens.
Oh, so that reference to the microphone problem wasn't about the event at the VA hospital?
I couldn't figure that one
It
out. I
read
thought,
funny, but I thought they were good.
I mean, I thought it was good. I only heard one other person say something about that, and I thought, well, I think we're coming a long way, so I don't think that was us. I don't think we had a good reporter.
Maybe the story was mixed between the two different.
I think so.
All right, thank you. Are there any other reports I'm missing from our committee today?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll move on to the VSO report.
Okay, Jim isn't here, but ODVA has put out their 2025 report to the advisory committee. So if anybody wants one, I can email them to you. I have 2 of them here. Okay, so we're sort of continuing with end of life ceremonies, not ceremonies, seminars, but their publicity's not good, so there aren't many people that show up. So we have to do something about that. We have, let's see, the quarterly report statistics so far are this quarter, 6.3 million combined retro and monthly benefits. We did 200 new claims, 97 disagreements. Well, actually, no, that would be 126 disagreements. And 15 surviving spouses. Intents to file claim, 198. So those are gonna be on the next statistics. And then aid and attendance benefits, did at least 24 of those. So the outreach continues at Reedsport. We have one VSO listens to the VetNet meeting, which is once a month. And then e-board, Oregon County and Tribal Veteran Service Officer e-board meetings are once a month. I still go to those because I'm the vice president. They also have meetings for all the CVSOs in Oregon every other Monday, and that updates everybody about what's going on in the state in different areas, and new laws and new ODVA things that are happening. There's a National Association of County Veteran Service Officer e-board meeting once a month. And we did go to ODVA training for 2 days in May, from 5/12 to 5/14. And that was pretty good. It's not for, 2 days you're there and then you have to cram a lot into a short time frame. So Monday is ODVA's 80th anniversary, and they're having a expo at that. So since I'm vice president of the association, the Oregon County Veteran Service Officer Association is having a booth there to have people do claims and talk about veterans benefits. But we will distribute all the veterans to their own county.
Where is that taking place?
That's the 16th from 11 to 3 in Salem at the Armory in Salem.
Are you going?
Yeah.
Am I going?
Well, you could represent employers in support of the Guard and Reserve and the families, the Charlie Company families.
Thank you.
And then, so that's about it for the office. We have had a couple of kudos. Had one today, Reno got one today that was really nice, from a surviving spouse who said, you know, it was for what it was a really good experience. And she appreciated that. So I went to the NACBSO Leadership Summit in April. And this year there were 2 other people from Oregon, so we managed to see more representatives and senators this time. Well, there's only 2 senators, we saw them both, or just their aides. But we did see, we saw Cliff Bentz and Val Hoyle. And then we went to some of the other ones that were for different districts because there's just legislation that they need to support for veterans. So we saw about 5 different ones. So that was very rewarding. And the first day they have speakers, and one of the speakers was the Secretary of the VA. And the only thing that was disappointing about that was he didn't stay for questions. He just had other things that he had to go to, so that was disappointing. But it was a great experience and hope to go next year again.
Mary, how's the working relationship with you and Dr. Daniel?
It's good.
I've had a really good working relationship with her, I think, as far as, and maybe Carol and Rick can chime in on this, but I sure like the ability to talk to her more so than her predecessors. She's been very open-minded with us. She was very instrumental in Jim Little being appointed to the ODBA Advisory Board. So I'm glad she is really working with you. That's important. The other question I have for you, because it happens every day, it happened yesterday. And because we are the Roseburg VA, people are coming from all over. And the first thing they do is they hit me. They think they think our office is a BSO. We're not BSOs. And the first thing you ask them is, which county are you from? And they're here to see you. And I tell them, I says, you're gonna run into a problem. And I hope I'm not stepping out of line and saying that your office maybe is more tied to this office, or should I say, go see her?
Yeah, they need to go to their own county.
That's what I'm trying to put the word out to them, is that, you know, maybe go back to the one yesterday was Josephine County.
Yeah.
But your reputation goes so far much further out there.
Well,
that's a good thing, Mary. That's a good thing.
Yeah, everybody in my office, just veterans just like us except for one.
Who's that one?
Well, that happens on a regular basis with us, and so that's what I've been telling them. Go to your county courthouse and look for a VSO.
Yeah. Some of them aren't in the courthouse, but the courthouse can tell them where their offices are.
You mentioned.
We have, our workload is high enough without taking any other counties on.
You mentioned $6 million in claims. Is that normal quarterly, or is that high or low?
Last quarter, it was 8 million. So, but we still have the rest of the month to get those recoveries in.
That's a lot of money.
So it might be up there, it might be just a little bit lower.
So 8 million is probably your average quarterly.
Yeah, I think been 6 or 7.
I think 8.5 has been the highest so far per quarter. And this quarter's from April 1st to the end of this month, so. And it normally takes another month before we get all the numbers in.
Well, it's amazing that you guys process that much, so thank you for all the hard work. I know your team does an amazing job.
Oh, well, we all think our veterans deserve it, so.
And I wanna say further that your office is included in this. It's, you know, everybody that you have worked is doing a great job. That's why your reputation goes out there, because all the staff that you have too.
It's true.
I gotta say that the speed at which I filed a claim, within 3 weeks I had a exam. That's how fast they are working. The exam is another issue, but I'm not gonna talk publicly about that, but the speed at which the VA is turning these in is incredible.
Did you have anything else, Mary?
No, that's about it. Oh, yeah, we are going to national training in July. So,
So the office, are we closing the
Office.
office or just?
the office will be closed Thursday and Friday of that week because there's only one person in the office. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Maria and Becky will be in the office.
And the date was July
11th through the 18th. Thank you.
14th through 18th. 14th through 18th?
Whichever Monday that is, I just know.
I would imagine that's publicized somewhere, that people know that your office is closed.
Yeah, we'll have Tamara put out a, on the Facebook page and the website and then we'll have signage.
And tomorrow is the Women Veterans Day, Commissioners or proclamation. So if you're a women veteran, please come at 9 in the morning?
Or if you're supportive of it.
Batman supporters, so that's tomorrow morning at 9, right in this room. Any other updates, kudos?
I would like to add something. One thing I forgot to talk about is that the Oregon Women's Conference is actually slated for the 27th of September. It's gonna be in Central Oregon this year, so it'll be in Bend. And it's only gonna be a one-day conference.
And that's free, right?
That's free.
Thanks.
It's gonna be at the River House Lodge Conference and Event Center.
Excellent, thank you for that. Anything else before I adjourn? A quick meeting today.